Hey guys, this is Ginger and this is Whiskey, and we are fixing to start his 30-day challenge of groundwork, and we are inviting all of you to join in. Now this is going to be something that's very simple and relatively easy to do. You only need 15 to 30 minutes out of your day, 4 days a week, to get this done. It is all done on the ground. There is no riding involved, and it is a great way to strengthen your horse's back, his core, build a better bond with your horse, and you'll get a little exercise in too. So Whiskey has been diagnosed with a mild case of kissing spine. Today is day one, and today is very simple. You're only going to need about 15 minutes. So you're just going to start out just by walking for roughly 5 minutes. So pick two of your favorite songs, maybe one song if it's really a long song, and just go for a light walk. It doesn't have to be very fast. It's just kind of warming everything up, getting y'all two connected with one another so that you can start the exercises. And from there, the first exercise is just going to be very simple. It's going to be stopping, backing up 5 steps, walking back forward, backing up 5 steps. You're going to do that for 5 repetitions. And just take your time with that. It does not have to be fast. In fact, you don't want to be fast. You want to just take that very nice, slow, and easy going. That's exercise 1. Exercise 2 is walking straight lines with as low and relaxed a head as possible. And that's going to be kind of hard for Whiskey because, again, he likes to kind of stay up high-headed. And so all I'm going to do is think about and trying to encourage him to really drop his head and walk really forward and low, like reaching towards the ground. That might take a lot of work because while that seems pretty simple, it's probably not going to be a very easy task for him. Then we're going to do some belly lifts. And so you're going to stand at his side, and you're going to put your hands right up underneath like the girth area and see if you can kind of tickle it, kind of scratch it and lift. So that kind of lift and pull their belly in, kind of like a cat stretch in yoga. If he will allow it, I'll try some hind end tucks. I don't know if he's there yet. Also be mindful of your horse when you're working with them, if they're gonna allow that or not. But you just take the hands right on the back, and I'll put a video of it, and you just kind of rake down so that they can just kind of tuck their butt underneath. You're going to do that 3 to 5 repetitions there with that, and then you're going to end on a nice purposeful walk throughout all types of terrain. Doesn't have to be in straight lines. You can go, just pick a target, walk to that target with purpose, like you're in the grocery store. You don't want to be in there all night. You want to go pick up that can of soup and get out of the store. That type of walking, and it's his job to kind of keep up with you. And then if you want, you can go really slow, you can go medium, you can like change your speed, do all sorts of different things like that for about another 5 to 10 minutes with that. And then that's going to be it. That's going to be day 1. So let's get started. So I always set a timer on my phone so I don't get lost out here with how long I'm doing it. I'm just going to set mine for 15 minutes, and we're going to get done what we get done in 15 minutes. And did our 5-minute warm up, and so now we're going to start with exercise 1, which is backing up. So we're just going to start, walk off like maybe 5 steps, stop, set him up, make sure all 4 feet are nice and even, take a good deep breath, ask him to back up 5 steps, and then walk forward again, however far you want to walk, stop, set him up, ask him to back up. Nice, slow, fluid, like we're not rushing through this. I set up some cones so that I can work through that area, but you can just pick a spot in your arena or your yard and go from there. 3 times. We want to do it 5 times total. Whoop. Whoop. So he's set up pretty nicely. Then I'm going to ask in the back. So I'm going to look at his chest, lean slightly forward, and you're going to bump on your rope if he doesn't do it. Huh? So we're not doing steady pressure, we're doing bumping pressure. Cool. Good boy. We're going to try that one more time. What? Good boy. Just take your time, setting them up, and look at the chest. Lean very slightly forward with your chest, looking at it. Give a little bump on the lead rope back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And set up as nicely as possible across there. Good enough. Good enough. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Now, exercise 2 is just a straight line walk, right? Just nice forward walk, but we want them to try to start putting their head down and reaching towards the ground. So they start engaging more of their hind end and their back gets a little bit more lifted and they're just engaged in the process. Like the warm-up walk, you know, it's just nice, like whatever, we're just hanging out walking. But this is a little bit different. This is a little bit more focused towards reaching towards the ground. So I just want to do a little voiceover kind of explaining what's happening here. He is not really understanding with me kind of walking alongside him, so I had to add a little bit of extra support with my lunge whip and put the rope over him as if we had reins on him, and I'm kind of holding the rein just with a little bit of downward pressure. As you can tell, he's very high-headed. He doesn't have any engagement in the hind end, and he kind of want to drags the hind legs just a little. He's starting to relax a little bit more here. I've taken my hand off of the rope and just kind of putting some energy towards the ground. But again, this is just day 1, and it was a little difficult for him. But, you know, he was trying. And then we did a little bit of belly lifts, which he was quite confused on that first one there. But we did a couple of those. And on the hind end stretch, the tuck, I just stood off to the side of him and just did one side at a time because I wasn't sure how he was going to respond to any of that when I did that. So when you see me get to the hind end, I just kind of did some light raking through the glute muscles just to see if we could start getting them to fire or engage, or at least, you know, pay attention to my touch there, which he did not have much of a reaction at all, or hardly any tucking really at all. So hopefully over this challenge some of that will increase, and he will start finding his hind end and reconnecting his brain and his muscles together. But he did really good on day 1. It was very simple, and we had a good time. I'm not quite the biggest fan of these. I stand behind horses. So as I'm talking to him, I place my hand right along his spine where he has a touch of kissing spine, where the bones are kind of touching one another there, while I work on these hind end muscles. And I can feel like there's a lot of twitching and slight irritation as I go down the glute muscles right along his spine. So yeah, that would make some sense on why he is struggling with a rider. But he was trying. He and I are done with his workout, and it took me exactly 30 minutes from top to finish. So not bad. This is a really good summer program that you can do either early in the morning or late in the evening, whenever it's a little bit cooler, and you get everything done in under 30 minutes.